So when you're gone for a week and you come back to your garden, what does it look like? Join me while we compare before and afters of the garden, 1 week while gone out of town. So here we have some cucumbers on my new trellis. I've just gotten them up to like the first string here. They're looking pretty good. And we've got a lot more growth on the cucumbers now, including some cucumbers. Yay! Look at how big these are. Woo. And here we have peppers. This is the pepper bed. And here they are now, filling in. We've even got a couple of peppers on the plants. And here's a look at the tomato forest. These are cucamelons. I've just gotten them tall enough that they can grow up over the trellis here. And looking back at the tomato forest and this one pepper bed here. Here's the same pepper bed. You can see the basil is bigger and everything is more full. The tomatoes are taller. These some tomatoes from before. And some tomatoes getting color. Take a look at the sunflowers here in addition to the tomatoes. Right, we've got some nice ripe red cherry tomatoes, but these sunflowers, the secondary flowers on them are much bigger than they are here in the before shot. Brief look at the corn. And we're looking now down the central path through the middle of the tomato forest. And now looking back down that same path at the other direction. You can see the corn at the end. We've got a sunflower on the corner of this bed, and we're going to take a look over at this sunflowers here and this pepper bed. Same bed, now after. You can see I've got one ripening pepper over there, and the sunflowers have gotten much taller. Here they are. There's the one on the end. Taking a look down into the other section of the garden towards the south end. We got some beets growing. And here are those same beets, more full, more lush. Starting to get some shoulders. You can really see the difference here in weeds in the after shot versus the before shot. Okay, here's the corn. Pretty tall. And the corn down at the end. And you can see the leeks here. Now these leeks are already in dire need of weeding. Here's the corn and the beans. And you can see the squash down there below. A little bit of tasseling. Same corn. Now this corn is up. We got tassels on. Got ears forming. Look how dark red those stems are. Pollen. Little pollen anthers there. These have grown so much in a week. Look, my goodness. And you can see the leeks off to the side. And these, wow, look how tall these are. They are over my head. I can't believe how much these have grown. You can barely even see the beans and squash. We got some that had fallen over. while I was gone. You can see that right here. I gotta try to prop that up again. Let's turn now from the corn and look at these two triangle beds closest to us. You can see the cayenne peppers at the back there and the leeks here at the front. As I said before, already in need of weeding, and then the long row of corn down the side. So here we've got the same leek beds. You can hardly see them for the weeds. You can see the calendula blooms here, ready for harvest, and not so much the calendula here. And just up at the top end of that bed there, we've got Cape gooseberries, and here are the cayennes again. Clearly they are bigger after a week. This is a before scan of this middle section here with all of the flowers. And man, they are pretty, aren't they? All these oranges and yellows. Love it. And these are the Cape gooseberries, bigger, getting some nice branching. And we'll walk over here and take a look at all of the flowers and onions. This is an onion. Middle bed's filled with weeds. Can't even see the onions here. Can't tell what's what. These are the cherry tomatoes up here in this triangle. And we've also got peas. You can see the peas on the trellis here. And beyond them, you can see the cucumbers on the trellis back there. And we have the same cherry tomatoes here, now with color, ready to pick. Some chamomile. Look how pretty. And the peas, clearly bigger, flowers, and the cucumbers also much bigger, having grown. If you're sharp-eyed, you might be able to spot the yellow chartreuse heads of dill here. The raspberries are out of control. And here is the after of the dill, blooming now. Pretty yellow flowers on it, and swallowtail caterpillars. Look at those caterpillars. And the garden is just so pretty. I love having flowers in the garden. And that is what happens over the course of a week in the vegetable garden when you go out of town.